One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia, home to the Liberty Flames. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his own 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Liberty Flames offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The Flames in the hurry up. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires downfield. And the missed connection on third down.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Hunt is on its way. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Memphis offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Flames want to move quickly. Off play action. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Caught over the middle. It's Cook. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Oh, it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Right down the middle. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
7, Liberty, 0.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Flames decide to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Third down coming up.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Pettis. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Power football with the run. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's loose. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one. Turning it on! Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Pulls it in. It's Pettis. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Makes a connection. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Fakes the grab on the left. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wants to go up top. Complete. No chance to run, but still a good game. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Pettis. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're hoping for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Temple. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable 1st half of football so far today in Lynchburg.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, but if you're on defense right...
There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down.
A
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They go to the ground. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think that's a good call offensively, Reese. You're sort of in no man's land at midfield. You've got fourth down, and you believe in your guys to go and get it done on the ground. They're able to pick up the first.
Were you at all surprised by the decision to run it there?
No, not with their personnel up front. Just the way that these guys have sort of established the tone in this game. They've been the more physical team, so I like the play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun. Give on the inside. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up the sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They feed him again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Flames will hustle to the line.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout.
It's picked off and another empty drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Memphis. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good.
That makes the score. Memphis.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over him. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that.
He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The run from the shotgun. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got it in the middle. It's Pettis. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Grab near the marker. It's Pettis. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Flames will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Flames.
Good, tough, physical running, driving through the defense on his way for a touchdown. I just love the pad level this guy plays with. And with his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage, he's just able to absorb contact and stay on his feet. Can't do it any better than that.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
On fourth down, looking to pass. It's complete to the left. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll get rid of it. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
It's complete. They'll immediately call timeout.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Pettis. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Behind the chains now on second and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Upshaw. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Just keep slinging it. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And the Flames are threatening on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Liberty! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17.
Personal foul. Looking to kick.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that, too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
That's caught. It's Pettis. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Corner's going to give them room. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Going for it all. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.